Have you been hitting the gym without seeing any results? Well, that may be an indicator of you not hitting your needs of daily calories. And by the way, calculating daily calorie need is essential for everybody, whether they want to lose weight, gain muscle, or even maintain their weight. And people think that it is so complex to calculate the daily calorie needs, which is not. And you're gonna find out how easy and quick it's gonna be, so stay tuned. Before doing anything, you have to know your BMR, which stands for Basal Metabolic Rate. That is how much calories your body burns at rest. Meaning, it is the calories your body actually burns in case you woke up in the morning and sat down all day long without doing anything at all. How to calculate it? Well, there are multiple equations to calculate your BMR, like the Harris-Benedict one, and there are some other ones as well. But research shows that the most reliable equation is actually the Mifflin-St Jeor, and here is how you calculate it. For males, take your weight in kilograms and multiply it by 10, plus your height in centimeter multiplied by 6.25, minus your age multiplied by 5, and then plus 5. For females, the same process applied, but instead of the plus 5 at the end of the process, it would be minus 161. For instance, you are a 30-year-old male, 75 kilograms and 170 centimeter tall. Your weight, which is 75 kilograms times 10, plus your height, which is 170 centimeter times 6.25, minus 5 times your age, that is 30, and then plus 5 if you are male. But if you are a female, take the plus 5 and put minus 161 instead. And here is how much it is for both the male and the female. Now you have your BMR, that is the calories your body actually burns while doing nothing. Now, in order for you to know how many calories you have to eat throughout the day based on your specific goal, you have to figure out something that is called TDEE, which stands for Total Daily Calorie Expenditure. And here is how you do it. In order to get your total daily energy expenditure, you take the number of your BMR and multiply it by your activity level. Your activity level is a number indicating how active or inactive you actually are, based on this table you see right here. If you have a sedentary lifestyle like a desk job or anything similar, that is 1.2. A little higher, like training 1 to 3 times a week, that is 1.375. Training 3 to 5 days a week, that is 1.55. For very active people, like training 6 to 7 days a week, that is 1.725. And lastly, if you are a person who trains twice a day and has a very demanding job, then that is 1.9. Having the same prior example of the man who had his BMR of 1667.5 and who trains 4 times per week. Now 1667.5 times 1.55, that equals to 2585 calories daily. That is exactly how many calories he needs to eat per day to keep his weight the same, which is called maintenance. Now it's the matter of calories in versus calories out. If you want to lose weight, you have to have a calorie deficit. If you want to put on some muscle mass, then you definitely need a calorie surplus. Based on the 2024 Harvard study showing that to lose weight, you should be eating 500 to 1000 calories below your total daily calorie expenditure, which is your maintenance calories, depending on how fast or slow you want to lose weight. You want to lose faster, go with the higher deficit near the 1000. And if you want to lose slower and preserve as much muscle mass as possible, then go with a lower deficit near the 500. But never ever go below your BMR calories in order for you to maintain your homeostasis. Meaning, stay above your BMR but below your total daily energy expenditure. And if you have learned something so far, please don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Let's keep going. Now you may be asking, how much carb, protein, and fat should I be eating to hit my goal? First, you should know that 1 gram of carb equals 4 calories, 1 gram of protein equals 4 calories, and 1 fat equals 9 calories. Now let's explain based on the example we had. We have the person who has his maintenance calories of 2585 and he wants to lose weight. In order to do that, he needs a calorie deficit of, let's say, 600 calories. Now 2585 minus 600 is 1985 calories. Here comes protein, fat, and carbs. Take his body weight in kilogram and multiply it by 2 to 3. Or you can take his body weight in pounds and multiply it by 0.8 to 1.4 in order to get his protein need. Now his weight was 70 kilograms multiplied by 3 is 210 grams of protein, which equals 840 calories. For fat, take his body weight and multiply it by 20 to 30% of his total daily calorie need, which is 1985. 1985 times 20% is 397 calories, almost 400 from fat, which equals 44 grams of fat. The remaining calories come from carb. Now, 840 calories from protein plus 400 from fat equals 1240. 1985, which is the total need, minus 1240 equals 745 calories from carb, and that is 186 grams of carb. Now you know not only how to calculate your daily calorie need, but also how to make yourself a diet. Most importantly, your calories must come from healthy sources like lean meat, chicken breast, white fish for protein, and for carb sources like sweet potato, basmati rice, brown rice, oats, and so on. And for fat, on the other hand, you better go with unsaturated fat sources like olive oil, nuts, avocado, etc. However, if you have any medical condition though, please don't take any move before you consult your physician. Please, that is very important. And if you learned something, please don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. And until then, take care everybody. Bye bye.